What's up, everybody? Welcome to the Cable Kimchi Podcast, your number one podcast for girl groups with the number one fanboys. I'm your host, Justin Turneau, with my co-host, Brian Limper, recording earlier this week.
It's Wednesday.
It's Wednesday. Really early.
I thought it was Thursday all day today, but
kind of did too.
It's not.
And also, because I'm here, I'm getting freaked out and thinking it's Friday. Wish it was, but it's definitely not that day.
It is what it is. Got to record on early this week.
We always do it. You guys know that. We do it when we can, so.
I was going to say, not a lot of stuff's happened since
Not a week ago.
Talked to you literally like 4 days ago.
Yep.
Except for the Labubu drop sold out immediately.
Yeah, that's the new thing. Hot in the streets is Labubu. We tried to get some today for some people. Did not work at all. No chance. Zero.
Probably sold out in like 30 seconds.
It was no chance. So, whatever those, they're ugly. I said that. I'm not hiding it. Said it to everyone. Think they're ugly, but, you know, I tried to help out a friend. We all tried. Didn't work.
Yeah, it did not work.
Don't know what it is, but it's dangerous. So, just remember that. Don't know the appeal, but it's dangerous.
Yeah.
So let us know when the next Labubu is. I will try to get one.
He will. He loves that kind of
Literally
stuff.
just one, and you can't do it, so.
At least we do officially have the ending to the KCON episodes, maybe.
Maybe.
Although Justin did just have a list of the people who were announced as like the special MCs or people talking or something.
So it was announced that Hanbin from ZB1 was like the MC for all days. I think he's just like the MC. But then today, 3 hours ago, we have special MCs, and it's Suck Matthew.
Yep.
Ricky, my fave, and Zung Hao. So like all the most
of Zero Base One,
the like most popular people from ZB1 are also the special MCs. So
is it for all the days or just one day?
It's Matthew's Friday, Ricky's Saturday, and Zung Hao's Sunday. So I guess they're gonna help their boy Hanbin out there as special MCs. So it's all ZB1. That's awesome. I love it.
I'm okay with that.
Yeah, I'm cool with it.
That seems pretty cool. But yeah, no other KCON news. We got a lot of there for a while. They gave us like 5 episodes.
We're done. We were not.
Yeah.
The one time when they announced like the new people and like the X stage, that was like so much stuff.
Yeah, it really was. There's a lot of stuff going on there. So hopefully you guys watch those. And now you're prepared to go to KCON. Maybe you'll see us there. Come get an autograph.
Yeah, come get an autograph.
By that, I'm going to ask you for the autograph.
Come let us know if you got your Labubu.
Yeah, bring your Labubu and I'll sign it for you.
Yeah, I'll draw a mustache on him.
That'd actually be pretty sick.
Do people do that? They should.
Yeah, no other news has really happened to catch up on. I haven't really bought anything either because I didn't really buy anything at all.
I haven't either.
Oh, yeah, something happened.
There has been the... Oh, go ahead.
What's her faces? Got announced for a concert you've been waiting for.
I was just going to say, that's what I was going to say. I was like, we did have something. The Seraphim announced today, a few hours ago, what their dates are going to be for their tour. So, that's exciting. I think there's like 8 stops or so.
Where are they going?
Kind of hitting Chicago. All the normal... They're going to Chicago. They're going to... where did we see Twice? What was that place?
Oh, okay.
You know what it is. So it's an
that's a pretty big place.
It's an arena. It's
Will there be armed security guards with semi-automatic rifles?
That's my biggest question. Yeah, so we have
not Allstate. It was
it is Wintrust Arena.
Wintrust, yeah. That's where like DePaul plays.
Chicago, Illinois. That is their second show on September 5th. They're going to New Jersey, Newark, Prudential Center.
Time?
I know. I wish, man. If I could go back there, I would definitely do it.
Some of that New York pizza.
Because now I want to eat that, and I want to see, because I love Sopranos so much, it's all in New Jersey, so I'm just trying to see the Sopranos stuff. Literally, I was like a few months late. If I would have watched it a little earlier, I could have like seen awesome stuff in New Jersey.
Is it like on a Sunday?
No, that's a Wednesday.
Okay, well that's definitely not happening.
But Chicago, September 5th, Friday.
That's not too bad.
That should be good, even though I'm pretty sure other websites said Saturday, so who knows? Friday or Saturday. That's great.
You're in Korean time still.
Either way, that's when the Seraphim will be in the state of Illinois. I love that. Then they're going to Grand Prairie, Texas.
Okay.
At Texas Trust CU Theater, whatever that is. So I'm guessing that's like a suburb of like a bigger place. I don't know. Idea. Kia Forum, LA.
That's a pretty big place.
LA, that is big. The theater at Bill Graham Civic Auditorium in San Fran, whatever that is. Climate Pledge Arena in Seattle. Michelob Ultra Arena in Las Vegas, and then Arena CDMX Mexico City. So
Oh,
1,
okay.
2, 3,
Good for you,
4,
Mexico.
5, 6, 7, 8 total shows. And we're getting one in Chicago on a Friday. So I'm excited.
Also, Oneness is having a concert apparently.
That Warren figured out
Somehow.
before they even announced.
Yeah, he did do that. I did see that.
Well, because we were looking to see if we looked at the Copernicus schedule to see if UAU was going to go there in their tour because they haven't said where they're going. We're like, maybe they have it listed. They didn't say them, but he's like, Oneness is going on tour? I was like, I don't know. And so he actually did like find that out before it was announced. So
That's cool.
Oneness is going to the Copernicus Center, which is amazing.
That sounds
One of
fun.
my favorite venues.
Do love Oneness. But other than that,
Good
I
luck
don't know.
getting your Seraphim tickets whenever that is. I do not know. I do
It's-
not
I don't
really
know.
look. I think it's in like a week. I don't know.
I thought somebody else announced that they're going on. Oh no, Leo announced the untouring of POW.
What happened?
I have no idea. Something about visas.
The whole thing's not happening?
Yeah, the whole tour is canceled
Well, that's a bummer.
because of visas, which is weird.
That's insane. The
I
whole
thought,
tour?
Well, so it's weird because I saw it because I was like,
I didn't see that.
did their company announce it? Actually, it's funny. It was announced in the concert hub of our channel before all the other stuff happened.
Oh,
But
that's insane.
But it's like, I thought maybe that announcement was from their company, but it's actually from Leo Presents saying they couldn't do it because of visa things. Which is weird, because they've brought many groups over here so far that have never had visa issues.
Yeah. Yeah, they've never had that with them. Like, so that's insane. I didn't realize, like, the whole tour.
Well,
that sucks.
people are commenting on it, and they're like, dang, you should have done this more in advance, or you should have known this was going to happen, blah, blah, blah. I didn't say anything back, because I don't ever use Twitter for anything. But I'm like, these would be the one people I wouldn't be too worried about, because they literally brought all these groups over here multiple times and they've never had visa issues or cancellations.
There's no reason to doubt it, right?
They've like never canceled any of the shows.
Exactly.
Even with the bad ticket sales, like for Tribe. Remember the guy's like, oh, it's summertime, you know?
Yeah, he didn't care at all. He's like, a little less,
It
but
happens.
Summer, who were like, okay, I hope your
That's
business
when
keeps going.
that's when they're only touring like one group at a time, and
Yeah.
then they've done multiple since then. But I've never seen them. The 82 Majors one's still going.
Yeah, that's like
Rolling Courts is going right now.
Rolling Courts went on a really long tour with
So it's
them.
kind of strange to me. I mean, honestly, I don't say they're lying, because like I said, they've never had visa issues before. But that's also just a great scapegoat anymore.
Oh, that's what I would
Also,
say.
how popular is PAL? Are they selling out a bunch of places?
That's what I would say if I had something that I didn't want to say with the actual reason. I was like, well, visa issues. What's weird to me is that
because they've never had a problem.
they've never had
The
a
track
problem.
record's like perfect.
They've never had a problem, and it's really weird because it's literally the whole tour.
Yeah, it's
actually,
the entire tour.
I don't know if it was visa issues, but they did have an issue with Trend Z at the beginning of that tour, but they ended up coming over. Remember, they weren't there
Yeah,
in the
alright, here we
beginning?
go. So it says, POW Youth in North America. To all fans and supporters, we're heartbroken to announce the upcoming POW tour set to take place this summer 2025 will no longer be moving forward. Due for unforeseen complications and delays in visa process, the POW tour must be cancelled. We're very disappointed, and we will work hard to reschedule once the issue has been resolved. Countless hours of planning and excitement have gone into making this tour a reality. We know fans across North America were really looking forward to seeing POW perform live for the first time. We're honored to have helped bring the tour to life, and it's devastating to see it put on hold. Please know the decision to cancel this tour is not taken lightly. Every possible route has been explored with hopes of saving the tour, but ultimately the timing and circumstances made it impossible. All tickets purchased will be refunded. We remain committed to work with the POW team to bring them to North America in the future once all travel matters are resolved. We appreciate your understanding, your support, and we look forward to sharing better news in the future. With sincere thanks. From the actual Leo Presents Twitter.
Was POW the...
Also, all the people who were complaining in the comments about them emailing you back and giving you a refund, it literally says in the thing they're giving you a refund, so...
Gotta read. Number one of the main rules in life, gotta read. Gotta read everything. Was that the one where all the tickets were like more? Like the everything ticket was like $100 more? Was it POW or was that something?
I want to say that was 82 Major.
Maybe it was. I don't remember. They've just had so many boy groups recently that they all blend for me that I don't really remember which one's which. So that
sorry
sucks
if you
though.
wanted to see
That
I don't know how
sucks.
popular they are, so maybe they just didn't sell a lot of tickets or
That
something.
sucks.
They decided it's better to just save their money and cut their losses and stay in Korea for right now.
That sucks.
But
I find it
This
really...
is a boy group though, so boy groups always like sell out.
They seem to do really well, especially for Leo Presents. I find it just really weird that, like, because of the visa issues, whole thing's canceled.
I know.
Like, that's pretty insane, so...
No, like, oh, hey, we gotta cancel the first couple stops. Like, the whole thing's going.
Yeah, that's... I don't know. But that sucks. People wanted to see them. Sorry, that is a bummer. But
So, yeah, if you're a POW fan,
Maybe next time. I don't know.
I don't know. It's like I said, it's weird. I've never actually seen them cancel anything.
I haven't either. That's weird.
I mean, they had a lot of stops.
I just remember Trend Z was not there right away for the other one.
The first one was July 24th, and the last one was September 1st.
Wow, so there's a few months. Yeah, that's a big tour.
I mean, there's at least 20-some stops on here. Like, holy crap. I don't know. Well, like I said, if you guys like POW, sorry about that. Hopefully that means we can put all of our focus into bringing Purple Kids back again.
You know what? If that's a sacrifice we have to make, I'm 100% willing to do that.
I will do that. It has been done. So.
Yes, please. Whatever. Too bad for POW. POW!
I know, that's all I think
Sorry,
about.
I had to. I know it's a dark time, but
that's all I think about.
POW! Sorry. Okay.
What's he even saying? Not what you came for this week. So, I got a little story right now. Because, in order to get to this one for this week, this wasn't my original one for this week.
Yeah.
But, I went down this rabbit hole. So maybe I'll have two of them for you because it started out, there's a kid at my work that always makes me guess things. Like, he just has this random trivia about random stuff and he makes me want to guess it, right?
Yeah.
This is actually perfect because I was going to tell you the story earlier and I completely forgot about it. So we're just going to tell it to everybody. So, at work today, I was like, hey, if you can guess my favorite song from the 80s, you win trivia for the day. So he was like super invested in guessing what the song was from the 80s. That was my favorite song, you know? So there were him and like two other people from my work, and like the whole time like guessing all these songs, blah, blah, blah. And I'm like, they're naming people. I'm like, well, you're kind of close. So it's a little closer, and you know, hot or cold kind of thing going on. So he's asking for hints, and I'm like, basically what happened was like, it's a group of guys. They're not a rock band, and the song came from like the early 80s, like between 80 to 85. Like, I mean, it's a pretty narrow time frame of things, okay?
Yeah.
So I'm like giving all these hints and everything. I kid you not. The people waiting in the waiting area and all the people waiting for passports were all guessing things and yelling them because they were all invested in figuring out what the song was. Yes.
There you go.
So there's like multiple people like guessing and they're like, I can't leave yet. I need to know what the song is. Like, what is this person's song?
Yeah.
And I was like telling them, like, I gave him pretty good hints. I'm like, the closest one you guys have guessed so far was like Duran Duran, Hungry Like the Wolf. Like, it's kind of similar. And I told him it's a very, very distinct 80s song. Like, when you hear it, you know it's from the 80s. And it's always been my favorite song from the 80s, right? So he's been like guessing it. He's like, I give up. I'm like, well, I'm not telling you. He goes, what do you mean? I'm like, I'm not telling you until you get it. So he's like, well, I'm losing interest in it. I don't even care anymore. I'm like, all right, well, I'm not going to tell you. He goes, well, now I got to know. So the hunt continues. He has not figured out what the song is yet. So I'll tell you guys what it is, so if he's listening to it, he can figure it out. It is a Space Age Love Song by a Flock of Seagulls. That's my favorite 80s song ever, right? Cool. But I told him, I was like, it's a popular group. It's not some random group. Yeah. Like, people know who a Flock of Seagulls are, and it's their second most popular song. It's got like millions of listens to it on Spotify. But he could never figure it out, so we'll see if he figures it out. But in the second part of my story, I was like listening to that, not sure what happened, and I got into this random thing of listening to Limp Bizkit.
There you go.
And then I was like, you know the song Super Sick by Limp Bizkit? That cover that they did of Thieves by Ministry, which was funny because we were talking about like Chicago bands the other day, Ministry's from Chicago. And they're really famous for the song Thieves. And then I was like, you know what? I forgot my buddy's band is called Thieves, and he told me that's why they named it after that, was that Ministry song. So I went on Spotify to find the band to listen to his stuff. It's like old like grindcore, like hardcore music, like you guys wouldn't like it. So I typed in Thieves. Little known fact, there's 1 million groups named Thieves. Apparently nobody has trademarked that yet. So
wow, do we need to?
Oh, there's a ton of them, dude. There's like an unbelievably large amount. But that led me to this group called Thieves. Never heard of them in my entire life. They have one 5-song EP called Color Change from June 3rd, 2014.
Okay.
And that's my recommendation for this
There we go.
week. Go look up the one random Thieves band. First off, don't just type Thieves into the search box in Spotify because you're never going to find it. But it's called Color Change, and the 5-song EP is extremely good. It's kind of like, I'd say, like kind of like Knuckle Puck or like State Champs.
That's good stuff.
Or like that kind of area of music, you know.
That's good stuff though.
Or like Some of the songs are kind of like the story so far, kind of.
Yeah.
Like in that kind of like pop punky emo type of second wave thing going on. But yeah, the album Colorchange by Thieves. Sorry, not album. The EP Colorchange by Thieves.
There you go. Good luck finding it.
Yeah, I know, that's the real hunt. Will you find that before the guy at my work figures out my favorite 80s song? That's the real question.
I know, that's actually the test.
Yeah, super good. Never heard him in my entire life. Literally till today.
That's insane.
Also, sick album cover.
That is cool. It's like a pool?
Yeah, it's like a weird like drawing of like a person in a pool, but it's like
pool.
upside down pool.
Yeah, I don't. Am I looking like above the pool down?
Yeah,
it's very cool.
Really good. I was actually, when I was telling you the date, I was like, 2014 was that long ago. That's crazy. Then I realized it was 11 years ago. So, literally 11 years ago, because it's now June 11th.
Yeah. Nice. It's good stories right there.
Yeah, it was weird.
Do I really have one? I'm trying to think of just like, did I hear a random song at all?
I mean, it's okay. I have a whole
We'll just go with yours.
List of songs I just recommended.
There you go. We'll just go with that. I don't really think I have anything good. But yeah, you had plenty for everybody, so that's good.
I don't know why I was looking up Limp Bizkit songs. I love Limp Bizkit, but I'm not
sure. Yeah,
sure
I mean, they're awesome.
I'm not sure why I was listening to Limp Bizkit.
I will say, I feel like at least once or twice a year, we like go on a random binge of Limp Bizkit and like watch songs and stuff. And it's weird to me that like seeing, it doesn't even have to be that recent, but something like now or a few years ago, and they're just like super old.
Oh,
yeah.
Like,
like in my head, I just envisioned like long ago, and I'm like, well, they still look like that, you know. But then you see it, and you're like, whoa, what happened?
Like Fred Durst, just like a long beard,
literally
like
an old man now. Like it's, I don't know, it's just weird. You kind of like have them set in that time frame, and you're like, that's what they always look like to me. So that's my Limp Bizkit nugget of the day.
It's funny you say that because I was telling somebody at work that some bands make music like kind of like one-hit wonders. Like they'll make music and like they're popular for a short amount of time. But the thing that really holds them back is, like you said, people put them in this like time capsule in their head.
Yeah.
Of, like, this is the album that was awesome. Like, this is them. This is what they look like. And they could leave and come back and make new music. But it doesn't fit with what people imagine them being. And that's why they just never are successful again. Prime example of that. Lit made a great album with My Own Worst Enemy.
They did.
That's what everybody remembers them for. They made a couple albums after that were both extremely good. But nobody cares about it. Because they just want them in that one cookie cutter area where they were popular with My Own Worst Enemy, right?
Yeah.
And then that's why also on the other hand, artists, you've probably listened to them talk about stuff before, get very, very tired of playing the songs that made them famous.
Oh,
because they don't want to be pigeonholed by this is all we are, it's like this song, like this music.
Yeah.
There's some groups that flat out refuse to play that music anymore. Like they won't do it.
Yeah.
But anyways, that's another episode for a different day. Thank God in K-pop, everyone just wants to hear the famous stuff, and all they care about is playing the fun stuff, because that's what the people want to hear.
I mean, yeah. Mine was like, that's like literally how they look, like physically. But you're
like
right.
The whole thing.
No, I get what you mean.
Like if we saw,
you're like get so good in that moment, you get trapped in that moment forever.
And then you could make the best song in the entire world,
and it's just like, well, it's not that.
Kind of like my head, whenever I think about like A Day to Remember, I think about when we saw them live with like their Mount Rushmore
nothing
thing,
is better than
and they had like the one album with like I don't remember what the album was. Was it Common Courtesy?
Yeah.
And then every time they put anything else out, I'm like, yeah, it's pretty good, but it wasn't as good as Common Courtesy. That's like how any music person is. Like, oh, it wasn't as good as their last.
Well, there's always a best, yeah.
They're like, oh, this is the best album they ever made. And you think about it, and you're like, man, I saw them. It was great. The tour was sick. Like, they had this crazy setup. And you're kind of like, yeah, that was the best of Day to Remember. But they're just trapped in there forever. And
it's like, that's your... And it's funny, too, because, like, obviously so much of it is, like, the band and the show of what you saw, but, like, it's, like, life, too, of where you're at, and, like...
Well, a great example is, we talk about it literally all the time, when we saw New Jeans.
Yeah.
Like, that capsule of time when New Jeans was the biggest group in the world.
The greatest K-pop moment in the world was New Jeans at Lollapalooza. That will never be replicated again, even by whatever they're called, because they're not really new... Like, even... Whatever music or whatever they even do, who even knows what they will, it will never be that. They will never reach that pinnacle.
Well, it's even like afterwards we're like, well, thank God we saw him when he did.
Yeah.
Because we see him at a certain time. Like, not only do they play that early release because it's all they have, but like you're not going to get these other random songs. Like, they could throw some of the other ones they've made recently in there if they had like a tour tomorrow. So it would not be like the exact same as what we saw them at Lollapalooza with the set list that they gave us. That's all they had to play.
The most, like, they were just the most, like, I mean, not even, like, we really, really liked them. Obviously, we spent a ton of money to go watch one group at Lollapalooza. That's not cheap. But, like, they weren't, like, our favorite. But it's just insane that they were still that good that we went to see them, and like they were just loved by everyone. Every single song they had, everyone loved. That new CD, Get Up, I think was it called?
They had like
with
the largest
Powerpuff
crowd
Girls.
for an afternoon crowd in the history of Lollapalooza.
It was like everything was good, every song was good, every single little marketing thing was perfect, and then it's just all crashing down like the Hindenburg. But like that's I don't know. In that moment, no one will ever be able to see New Jeans like that again. Like,
yeah, exactly. That was like the hype. That was
it. Was crazy.
That was it.
It was that that was their first time in the United States appear. Like U.S. will only one right now, but like. No matter what they do in the future, it's not going to be that.
Exactly. So they're always going to be stuck in this time capsule of when we went and saw them at Lollapalooza. And they're never going to.
That's almost like it's insane. It's a mess, but at least we have that.
It's true.
At least we have that. It was very awesome. It was very cool. So, well, that's true. It's very true. It takes you back to good times.
It really does. Sometimes I'll be like seeing random videos of old stuff we did or whatever, or like songs. And I'll send them to them like, damn. Maybe times used to be better.
No, I know. I think that all the time. I think like everyone kind of thinks that all the time. For everything. Like, dang, that was awesome.
I mean, we've done a lot of stuff.
Oh, yeah.
There's stuff I'll look back and see pictures or see videos or see music and stuff. And I'm like, did that even really happen? You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like, it's so far gone nowadays. It's kind of like,
I know.
It's a memory. But it's like, one of those things where it's just kind of, if you weren't there and it's just me by myself, I'd be like, did I like actually do that? Or did it just like, did I make that up? Like,
no, I know. Like, did that happen? Was that a dream I had last night?
Yeah, like it doesn't even seem like it was real.
Yeah. Yeah, like, I mean, I don't know. Like, going to Warped Tour Milwaukee, multiple years?
Like, honestly, that's one of those things I'm just like, especially when we like...
It's like a lifetime ago.
Talk about when we like kept missing the exits to turn around and everything and go back and
that
walk
freaking
through the
happened.
stadium.
Or did I dream it
but it's
last
like,
night?
It's one of those, like I said, you guys probably get what I'm talking about. It's like, it just happened so long ago. And we talk about it like it happened like yesterday. Yeah. But then I'm like, did that actually really happen? Or like, how do we both know the same story? Like, I don't know. Did someone just tell me that and I believed it? Like,
yeah.
I don't know.
No, I believe it, or like I feel the same way. I mean, we've done a good amount of stuff too, so it's like there are like memories.
Like, I mean, in a couple of years we're gonna be at the point where I'm like, remember the time we ate pizza in New York, and I'll be like, I know we did, but like, did we do it?
Yeah, that was in New York, right? That was so good. I wish we could go see Le Seraphim just to go get the pizza in New Jersey.
Just run it back.
Why is it on Wednesday? That's okay.
Yeah, I gotta use all my. And by all my, I mean 3 of my vacation days of my 47 I have available to go to LA.
Yeah, at least we're gonna make those memories together. No shirts this year.
Yeah, I think that ruined it. That's what really ruined it.
I will say what really ruined it. Don't dry that. That one wash I shouldn't have dried it. It messed that shirt. It was a sick shirt. Great. I mean,
technically, it's just kind of like a vinyl sticker.
But like I don't know. I that was on me. I messed it up. My gosh.
Well,
that went. Had to get rid of that bad boy because it was done.
Luckily, things are going pretty great now, so life's good. So I don't have to worry about my better memories I had, maybe, allegedly.
Yeah.
I don't know, we did some fun stuff, though.
It's been a good run. It's been a good run.
The craziest run of all time, for all you people wondering, was the first year that Leo Presents was doing tours.
I was just going to say, when
that was the craziest.
Pixie was the
like, was that even real?
Run.
Did that really happen?
Yeah, because Pixie's like not existent. Like, I don't even know. That was wild.
You know, I will say there's a track record going on right now of the groups who saw on Leo Presents tours not existing anymore.
Maybe it's better for Pow not to come.
I know, right?
Because if we went and saw them, they'd probably end up disbanded.
Oh, man.
I don't even know. Leo Presents, I don't even know when we'll go to another one of those. I guess if they do Perky again, because I don't... Yeah. They kind of just bring the boys over now, which it's fine, but... unless it's Perky or Curious.
Yeah, Curious. I'm super into Curious. So.
Curious is the best. Or Triple S.
That would be wild.
24-member Leo Presents.
Hey, you know what's super crazy about that? There's enough people in Triple S where they could separate into 3 separate units and just go tour in different places.
Yeah, it's crazy. That's what they need to do. They got a lot of people.
Like, Leo Presents could literally do 3 separate tours with 3 different groups of girls. Sick. And depending on where you're at or what town you went to, that's the group that you'd see playing.
I'm sending him an email right now. I got an idea.
That would be the coolest thing ever.
Oh my gosh. That would do well.
And you only got to negotiate with, like, one company. Is that going to be the next super tour? The next, what do they call it? The breakout tour? Just all 3 groups are...
Oh my gosh, Triple
S. Triple S.
That's a great idea. Leo Presents. I know you're probably listening to this. There you go. You're welcome.
Mr. Leo, I know you're listening to this. But, got an idea.
Dude, that'd be sick. I don't even know if they're doing a breakout tour.
An idea in the old noggin.
I don't know if they're doing that.
I don't either.
Can Perky just take the POW dates? Like,
half of them?
If the...
They literally had like 27
If the dates are there, I mean, did we pay the venue already? Like, I see a stage and like a drum set, a mic. Let's just get them up there.
Yeah, I mean, after LA, we come back from... I really haven't done anything this year except for go to Baby Monster.
I mean, I haven't done that much either.
After LA, I'll probably not be going to anything until Purple Kiss gets announced. Or we go see A Day to Remember.
Yeah, hopefully.
But
that's in November.
And that's just like a drive
on a
down
Saturday
street,
to Bloomington, which I'm already very excited for.
That's like nothing.
Can't wait to get a seated seat for that.
I was actually thinking when you said that, you're like, yeah, we just got to go. I'm like, dude, I'm trying to get nosebleeds and fucking bleachers.
I'm trying to get the cheapest thing and just sit there and be like, hell yeah, this is sick.
Yeah. Look at those idiots down there in the pits.
You want to get out here early so we don't have to worry about the traffic? Yeah, let's leave.
Hey, we already know the last 3 songs. You want to hop out of here?
We like lived it multiple times in there, so
I've been roughed up.
That's not our life anymore. But I definitely want to go to that.
I have gotten my life taken, and I have taken lives.
There you go.
Out there in the pits. I used to be a warrior.
That's the only. I
was a little thicker and a little more angry back then.
Yeah, that's how it goes.
But yeah, so I don't know. My touring days might be behind me anymore.
Until Perky.
There's also just not anybody I want to go see.
Yeah.
Unless for something like Miracle, they bring over like Lightsome, which I've been asking for the last like 3 years.
Which that one random company had the one post of who you want to see, and Lightsome was probably losing.
I was gonna say they're dead last, but
Bad Villain was beating everyone, but I don't even think anything came from that. So
like if I saw Hunter Spice live, I'd probably
that'd be fun. That'd be fun.
This also has nothing to do with anything except for KCON, I guess.
Yeah, we talked about LA a little bit,
but I was thinking today when I was listening to my playlist because. Not this week, but in 2 weeks, we got to do our favorite songs halfway through the year.
I was thinking about this week.
And I was like listening to it. Don't know why. I literally have no idea, but I was literally driving to Taylorville to go play Magic, listening to the playlist, trying to organize them. And I honestly feel in my heart of hearts, when they play Blue live, I'll probably cry. I was like, this song's so beautiful.
By
Zero Base
ZB1. Yeah. Oh, so good.
I was like, I will probably cry.
Those drums are...
I will be overtaken by emotion. Much like I said about Josh in a 9/11, I feel like I'm gonna cry when I see it.
I love those boys so much.
I'm gonna salute them.
I was telling Brett today actually on the phone talking about Le Sserafim, and I was like, because we were talking about the New Boys Plan and how they have like a 5-year contract, and I was like,
damn, really?
Whenever the day
that's just a group.
Whenever I guess, but whenever the time comes for CB1, I'm going to be way more sad than I thought I'd be.
Oh, yeah.
I'm going to be devastated. I was like, I don't watch any content. I do listen to their music when it comes out, and I'll listen through a CD. I don't really, do anything else, but, man, I love those guys.
I may or may not be more sad than when...
I love those guys.
Than when Eyes One disbanded.
I really hope that they just never not become a group, because they're so great.
And Kepler. God forbid so glad ever disbands.
I'm so glad that we get to see all of these people under one roof.
We really do.
Which leads us to our topic, maybe?
Yeah, topic of the day.
There we go.
There's nothing to do with that, but...
There we go.
I was scrolling through Reddit like I always do 2 months ago. And there was an awesome topic that I was kind of interested in, mainly because it was fun.
Mm-hmm.
And it was literally titled... Well, the thing that brought it up was one of my favorite songs of the year. I will put it out there right now. On my list, this would by far be number 1, but it's not number 1 because I put up a poll and no one gave me a definitive answer. So, it's because of Gnarly by Cat's Eye came out.
Yeah.
And that would be my number 1 song, but no one can decide if they're actually K-pop or not, so I'm not going to make it my number 1 song. So, think about that when I do my top 10 or top list here in a couple weeks.
Yeah.
But they said that came out. And the title of it was Songs That Made You Go, What the F? Like, when you first heard it,
you're
like, what the heck is this? Like, this is crazy sounding. This sounds really weird.
That's a good question to ask.
So, I took the ones that had the top 5 most votes, and we're going to listen to them. I will say, just by knowing, the songs themselves, a couple of them, I'm like, okay, I see that. Or, I didn't really say, what the heck is this? It's more like, this is kind of weird, or, this is different. But the one that I actually put myself at the bottom as an honorable mention, 100% was like, what the heck is this? So, no surprise to anybody, the one that got the most votes was Zimzalabim by Red Velvet.
You know, I think I did feel that too with this song.
Because I still hear this and I'm like, what the heck? What are they doing? Like, especially after the track record
I don't know
of
if I'm
songs
ready
today,
for it, Wendy. I don't know what this is.
It was like, especially with the track record of music that came out to this point, it's just kind of random.
Yeah. It's just like so wild.
Was this before or after Power Up? Because either way you put it,
I don't even know.
It's either a really weird sequel or a really weird prequel.
I want to say it was after, but I could be very wrong. This is like, you know how we talked about a lifetime ago, a little bit ago? That's what this is.
Oh, I know, right?
So far.
I guarantee you, there's one song on here that I definitely don't really think is crazy, but I actually got a lot of votes. Yeah, still hearing them, so it's kind of weird.
I will say, it is pretty crazy. But the few clips I've seen when they perform at a concert, it looks like the most lit thing of all time. It like hits so hard.
And one of my favorite memes is where it's like, what my friends think when I tell them that I listen to K-pop.
Yeah,
and it's like the cult thing, and it just has Zim's
like
on
the
the
witches
play.
and all that shit.
Oh, it's so funny.
Such a versatile meme.
I know.
Oh, that Sloogie's like suit in there was so sick.
It is also just a very weird video. It's like a kind of Alice in Wonderland-y kind of thing going on here. This had by far the most votes, so I can't really disagree.
Ooh.
I was just like, what were they thinking when they wrote this?
I was just want to know what the artist like. So the first listen through for this at like the group, this is what we're doing. Are you like, what is that? Like, is everyone always just like, oh, so good?
When you had that like weird green furry thing on?
Oh, I hated that shirt or whatever it was. Yeah, their outfits were interesting for this because they kind of like threw stuff together.
Yeah, I don't know.
Which I guess it fits the video. So.
It's like I don't know who wrote this, but were they like on acid? Like.
Oh, it's just something crazy like John Bon Jovi.
I know.
Just something like what? Oh my goodness.
This is the last symphony written by Beethoven.
I know. We found it deep in the depths.
Before his untimely end in like 1664.
You know, I respect it a lot more. Like this part is like I've seen videos, the crowds go freaking crazy.
This is just the only thing that matches that same energy as the one song performed by WJSN on Queendom.
Oh, I know.
Puzzle.
We definitely need fireworks.
It's weird because there's certain parts like this and then like the chorus, or not chorus, but like the verses, which is kind of like, if it's like one song, it'd be fine. But it's just like
it's kind of like a lot of things pieced together.
I do agree with this. Now this next one, I kind of had to put myself in the shoes of people back in the day.
Sure.
Because it's actually, I Got a Boy by Girls' Generation.
Gosh dang it.
Which is like the second, this is like the second most one by far.
You know what? It's funny, it's just another SM song.
But I'd like put myself in the shoes of someone 10 years ago, like, I guess this is their Zimzalabim, because it does have some like crazy like musical breakdown parts.
Yeah.
Really like dancing, honestly. Really to think about it.
Or just like stops and it's just like completely different.
And it's just like the weird like breakdown in music.
Yeah.
And I guess if you're coming from like G or what's the other song that has really Into the New World, this would be very
it's always
startling to you.
Interesting how somehow always in the K-pop journey things just come back to Girls' Generation.
Like imagine being a hardcore Girls' Generation fan and you just weren't used to them doing music like this and they started this, you'd be like, what the heck? You know what else seems like a lifetime ago? That time we listened to like Girls' Generation nonstop for like 3 months.
Forever One. Amazing song. That made me a believer.
It really did.
That was so good.
That was my G.
Yeah.
Also, that song comes on my playlist sometimes. It's still a banger.
Oh, it's so good. Forever One's awesome. Such a great song.
Man, this video quality is... Maybe that's the real startling part of it.
Yeah, I know.
But yeah, I was like... Because I'm like... Obviously, we've heard it a lot of times. We've heard a lot of different music since then. But I'm thinking like back in 2013, maybe it was a little different.
Yeah. We're like, what the heck is this?
Like this part.
Yeah, it just completely changes.
This is their Zimzalabim, dude.
Yeah. I mean, it sounds the same. You could probably like mash them up perfectly.
Honestly, it sounds like this.
It's like Zimzalabim, Zimzalabim, Zimzalabim. I always imagined that this was written by Keachel.
It sounds like something else. I'll have to think about it. But the little like background like thing sounds like another song.
Yeah.
I'm trying to think of what it is.
The weird like synth horn.
Yeah. Oh, that one WJSN song that I love. That's it.
Yeah, but that one's sick. What's it called? With the video, the dance video.
But yeah, I was like,
that's like the best WJSN song. It's so good. What's it called?
Oh, I can find it.
I'm the first album. Gosh.
I'm actually kind of shocked that there's no WJSN on it because they got some kind of crazy sounding songs. You listen to... I want to go through every single episode we put out, just listen to how many times we've listened to Girls' Generation.
It's probably a good amount.
Perfect. I think that's it. Or Robot, one of those. It's either Robot
They
or
definitely
Perfect.
utilize that sound on some stuff.
This is like literally the definition of like when people complain they have too many songs put into one song. It's just the beginning of Unpretty Rap Star. They all have the same hair. Is this a precursor? Foreshadowing? Not gonna lie, now I'm listening to it, this song is kind of all over the place.
It is crazy. I can see people seeing it for the first time who didn't know about K-pop way back when, being brought into like this very colorful, different thing that you're like, what is this? And like blowing your mind.
Or listen to like, because back then they had a bunch of like the, kind of like, more fairy poppy kind of cookie cutter kind of things going on.
Like I can see how people would like be brought into this because it's just so different.
It's very different. I mean, if this came out like today and it didn't exist previously, it would still be very different.
Yeah, I'd say so.
I'd just be like, what the heck? What's going on right now? So I mean, I gotta agree with it. Also, I feel like that song went on for like 10 minutes.
Maybe that was just so long.
I definitely agree with
falling,
this one. Next, it's Life by Idol. I definitely do know. I was like, what the heck? So we like did a review to this, and I was like, what the heck is happening? So they're definitely spot on with this one. Also, it's funny every time I see them perform this on anything. Like
shows. I mean, I love this song a lot. I don't know if I agree with this one. I mean, it's like, I just thought it was a great song. I wasn't like, wow, that's weird. I think songs I kind of put in that category, like Girls' Generation, are songs that almost like stop and then it's like a whole new brand song.
I remember that's what people didn't like, that one like aespa song that we liked.
Which I did like that one.
Where it has like weird music
it's not really like transitions. It's like, alright, we're just stopping and we're starting the whole new thing.
Arrangements, that's the word I'm looking for.
There you go.
Music arrangements.
That's a little music word for you guys out there.
Well, it's like a semblance. I'm like, that's not it. Yeah, arrangements. I mean, this is technically the same thing, but... I think when we watch it, I was just more confused because they all have the same hair.
Yeah.
I guess that was what they needed to do. I just don't know what the budget for wigs was in this.
Yeah, they got a lot. How do we decide on the colors? Are they just macaroons? Hey. Mmm.
There they go.
Banger.
And it got banned. Full album. Next up was one that was like kind of shocking. Mainly because I didn't know people actually listen to this song. And it's Ari's song by Signature.
I don't want to say why a signature song is on this list, but I almost want to say how is a signature song
That's
on this.
exactly what I was thinking. I'm like, how did enough
people listen to Signature?
How did like enough people listen to vote for this?
For all of you at home, I have no idea. They don't exist anymore.
Yeah, they are disbanded.
If you want to check them out, go ahead, but there's nothing new coming.
Well, Bell's in Unis.
Unless you want to support Bell and Unis.
Or G1 solo career.
She's doing well.
At Waterbomb.
Yeah. Running in fountains.
I will say that they had a very like kind of tragic story because they've been around for a while and they just could not get it together.
Yeah, I feel like they definitely gave it the old try.
They did. They're a completely different group before this.
It just didn't really work out for them.
I really don't know what's like weird about it to people, except for it's not like a great song.
This kind of just sounds like a girl group song from the times.
Yeah, so I'm not sure why this got so many votes, but it did.
Yeah. Shout out to Signature making a list.
I know. Top 5.
Good job.
Making a top 5.
That is very impressive. I'm actually impressed by that.
Hey, you know what? I'm glad we rambled for a while at the beginning, because if not, this whole episode is going to be like 15 minutes.
Yeah, there we go. It all works out.
What the
fun?
Heck? Maybe that's what it was.
Maybe that's weird. I don't like that. What did all the hand oranges mean?
It's weird because some people like gave reasons for why songs were different, and other ones they just kind of said it. But I'm not sure about this one.
No, I think this is fine. This is just I don't know. What was wrong? Is this like a joke to them or something?
I know.
Is this like a slight at Signature, actually?
Yeah, I know. Are they trying
what
to
did they do to you?
They're trying to kick them while they're down.
This is the list we put them on? After all the lists?
There's actually a lot of songs that people said, so it wasn't just them.
K-pop's definitely a thing to do that with. It
also just depends on who's listening to it. So.
Yeah.
Because I know when it came out, a lot of people like hated the gnarly song. But I like loved it, but it's also just like that noisy music that I like.
Yeah.
So a normal person would be like, I don't like this.
Yeah, everyone's got their different tastes.
But yeah, I post on the thing. Is cats I considered K-pop yet or not. And literally all the people that voted on it is 50-50, so.
Yeah. I don't know. I don't care.
I don't really care either.
I don't care. You guys can pick. You tell me and I'll agree with you. Or, you know what? I don't know. I don't know how to feel about Signature being on the list. I feel like some people are trying to make a joke. That was not weird. It was just a girl group song.
Next up's one that I didn't really understand either, but we also just like the song.
How? Okay.
And it's Sheesh by Baby Monster.
I'd actually like to hear an explanation
I guess
for this
also,
one.
I also guess it's like, I guess it depends on what you're expecting from it. So if you're expecting one thing and it didn't sound anything like it, then I guess it'd be something like, well, what the heck? That's not what I thought it was going to be. Kind of like that Wacky Macky song.
That's mine. I was like, gosh, there's so much going on with that one. It was like their first freaking album.
Also, I don't know if you guys know this, but this song hits so freaking hard.
This song's so sick.
We liked it from the first time we heard it.
Ugh. Also, my thing is with this, This follows a very well-known, Teddy style formula. Of YG formula music. I'm not sure what, unless you just completely think YG music is really weird to you. I don't know how you would think this is strange at all. It's exactly like other people.
Literally, it's what people complain about all the time is his music's just cookie cutter.
It's exactly.
But, I mean, it works.
I love it all, so I keep doing it. But, sheesh. But, oh my gosh. Best group of all time.
Is it time to go see them?
Is this just the best song list of all time?
I guess.
This is number one. This is so sick. So yeah, I don't get this one at all, actually. More than, you know what? I'll even give you the signature one over this.
Yeah, I don't know.
Because, this is, so similar to so much Blackpink. Is that weird to you? Except better.
Blackpink wishes. Speaking of tours, they're about to make a lot of money.
Yeah.
Glad they could all take a break from their own...
of making money.
I was like, they're on extremely lucrative solo careers to come together to do a tour to make more money.
What's up? Hey.
Goodness. Is it because there's a random change in the pace at the end of the song?
But they do YG does it all time.
I know.
And it's awesome.
Speaking of, I'm pretty sure my Baby Monster hat's over here and I've never worn it.
Yeah. I don't know if I've worn mine since
Mainly because I forgot about it.
Went to the show. Time to get the other color at the next concert.
Yeah.
Hey.
I wonder if they'll have new stuff. It'll just be the same stuff.
Good question. Very good question.
Super fun life.
Oh my gosh, you're so good.
Speaking of YG artists, next up is my own personal pick for songs that made me say, what the heck was that?
Yeah.
What the F is going on right now?
Yeah, I don't know how Sheesh is on there. We're slowly declining in this people's choices.
Oh, don't worry. I'm about to pick it back up.
This is slowly
like I said,
declining.
This is a personal favorite right here. You'll never guess what it is.
Oh my gosh, this is number one.
This should be number one on everybody's list.
Literally the top of the list.
This is Doom Dada by Top.
This is definitely, along with the video, I mean, look, along all of this is definitely the WTF moment of the day, of the year. Hey.
The best part is seeing it performed live at a show makes it even more confusing and weird.
This is horrible.
This is the definition of what the heck.
Yeah, this wins.
What is he doing?
We really didn't even need to listen to any of the other ones.
Not gonna lie though, I've heard it so many times. It's super catchy. Sometimes I'll be sitting there late at night by myself. I'm like, damn, I need that Doom Dada.
Hey, yeah, you don't forget it. I'll tell you that much. The bass is nice. But honestly, too, what we kind of seen from Top and stuff is it makes sense.
It's one of those things where I don't know if the video makes it better or worse.
Oh my gosh.
I
always thought the video was really weird.
I also saw it when I first saw the video.
Yeah.
So that's kind of what I associate with it.
Sure.
Or the baby sitting
there. The baby
there.
is weird.
So maybe if I heard it without seeing that, I'd be like, you know what? This song kind of slaps.
Yeah.
My man's got a pet deer over here.
Yeah, what is the meaning?
I did see on something the other day. I don't remember what it was. It was a countdown of Big Bang songs or something. And I did see where they voted my favorite Big Bang song of all time. It's one of the weirdest songs they got. So.
Which one?
Baby.
Someone said that's a weird song?
Yeah.
Why?
Yeah, it wasn't this. It was a different list. It says the weirdest. It's one of the weirder Big Bang songs.
Baby's so sick. Oh, I guess, I don't know. That video, sure.
Oh, there's the baby.
Look at the baby. He's so angry. He has multiple angry faces. Look what's going on right now.
Mm-hmm. The thing that I think is the funniest part about this is like I guarantee he wrote all this by himself.
Oh, this is like inside Top's mind for sure.
This is what he thinks about every time he posts like a piece of art.
Yeah.
But yeah,
with like the big microphone backpack thing.
I'm seeing if I can find my list of all the other songs that people had in this random notepad of stuff I wrote that's not in any particular order. Oh my gosh.
Rap attack. I feel like there's so many messages in this. I don't know what's going on.
Just enjoy the sounds.
All right.
And
that's definitely
friends,
number one. That's
this is a song that makes you go, what the heck was going on there? Yeah, I was seeing if I could find my list that I actually had. I like wrote them all out, but I have so many random notes in here that I don't know what it is. Maybe if anyone else sees the Reddit post, they'll see what I'm talking about. Or if you're the person that actually like posted the Reddit post, thanks. I made this list months ago. Well, a month or two ago. So
it's a good question. I like the question, and people always have different answers. So
I agree with a couple of them. The other ones,
some I did, some I saw the vision, but maybe didn't, and then some I absolutely did not. So, at
least on this, every single one of these songs, except for "Wife," is more than 2 minutes. So,
yeah,
got some long ones.
Is that where
the
problem is? It's just the songs are too long.
Is that what happened? Yeah, I know the song is longer than 3 minutes.
So we don't like it.
It is very weird
like
to me. But yeah, let us know what your really weird, super crazy songs are, yes, because
the WTF K-pop songs of the week.
There's got to be like way more crazy like songs million out there. Well, I mean, I know Gnarly. Everybody thought that one was really weird. That was like a whole thing. I don't know. I'm trying to think off the top of my head if I can think of any other ones. It was like I heard it and I was like, you know what?
I don't know if I thought.
That one song I thought was kind of weird by the Seraphim. Was it the latest? Not the one that just
Crazy.
Came out. Was it Crazy? They're like an aquarium or something.
I don't remember.
It might have been Crazy.
I remember
watching it and I was like, that's.
I remember one. I don't know if this was years ago. I don't know if it was weird because I just didn't like it or it was actually weird. And it was that one Dawn song with somebody, and he's like, "Hey Dawn, what's going on?"
Oh yeah,
that song I just did. I think I just hated that. I don't know if that was
been
weird.
The hate speaking.
Something was weird about. I think it was like Jesse, wasn't it Jesse?
I think so. Yeah.
It's horrible because he had like a cool song with Money, and then he had another one later on, and I don't even remember what it was called, but it was just suck.
Because I'm pretty sure we reacted to that song. Oh, the number one. Got freaking Cool With You by New Jeans. You can actually go watch a reaction to that. After that, we're just like, what the heck did we just watch?
Yeah.
That was like one of the very like artsy kind of.
I feel like
they're
that's
like
the
random angels. Like
the video really made that one a little more like what's going on.
Because I remember watching that and I was just kind of like, what the heck did I just watch? Actually, I'm pretty sure that's the title of the actual video that we put up. What was that song by Seraphim? I thought we did a reaction video to it, but maybe we did not. I mean, we've done a lot of reaction videos. I know it was not Easy, because I love that song.
No, Easy was not a... I definitely don't think someone could call that a weird song.
Man, we have a lot of reaction videos. People, go watch them. Go get us some views. But yeah, there was one song I do remember we listened to by La Seraphim, and I was like, this is kind of weird. Yeah, I think it was Crazy. Sounds about right. Because I'm like looking at the little screen capture thing. I think that was it.
Yeah.
Yeah. I just remember like it had like a bunch of dancers and they were like just doing random stuff, and I was like, this is kind of strange.
Yeah.
What other ones are there? I will say people were spot on though, and they did say Gnarly by Cat's Eye because it does sound very aggressive if you don't normally listen to that kind of music.
Yeah.
And the video's kind of wild too because there's a lot of CGI going on.
The video's pretty crazy, but there's a lot of crazy killer videos.
But yeah, I'm interested to see what everyone else says. Like, please let me know, because if you let me know, I will go watch them or listen to them.
Yeah, we could always do another episode and just
I love listening to like super random stuff going on.
Yeah.
Let's see.
I know one. Freaking OO.
Yeah,
that one. I was like, what is this?
Yeah, 100%
nonsense. Like that was weird, and I didn't like it.
Yeah, 100%. OO by Inmix when they first debuted. That was like a whole thing. Yeah, I agree with that.
That was a weird one. It was like that one's like is weird. Like I don't know.
But is it weirder than What Does the Fox Say at Mama's 2013?
Even Tank was weird.
Yeah, that whole first little debut thing was weird. Okay, now we're back. Out of the week. I'm gonna pick Dosey from Purple Kiss.
That's a good one.
Because I did not pick her last week. I picked somebody else.
Yeah. The streak ended.
So, got to put her back in there in her championship ways because hopefully they come back. They said they are. We'll see.
Yeah, they did. They did.
Speaking of feeling like haven't seen them in forever and it was a lifetime ago.
No, February. February was so busy. It was weird. Mine will just be Top for giving us the number one weird song of all time. Thank you, Top.
It really was. If that's not your
that's number one. It just is.
There's no way anyone just listens to that and they're like, you know what, that wasn't that weird.
You gotta watch the video too. Honestly, just listening to the song does not really help its case, but the video only makes it that much more weird.
Watch the live Mama performance of it.
Also, just horrible, like you said. Very weird. Very weird.
I'm gonna have to go do some research.
Thank you for giving us this.
On my own songs. Because I listen to a lot of weird stuff, so not too many things. I'm like, you know what, that's crazy. Honestly, there's probably songs I've heard that's pretty normal, and I'm like, you know what, it's kind of weird. I'm not used to them sounding like this.
Yeah.
Yeah, thanks for sticking with us here, and I just want to know what your weird songs are that you people like.
Let us know.
Not even that you like, just weird songs.
Let us know so we can check it out.
And we will see you next week with something else, probably pretty random. Until we get to our favorite songs halfway through the year.
I know, we're almost there. Love you guys. Peace.
Bye.